Right. Right. Right, so the 10 there or something. Let's write down who I've got. Thank you. Celine. Where's Sabrina? Thank you. Come on, guys. Guys, I want to get started. Maths for science. 16, 17. Yeah. Right. Let's get started. Alfreda, ready? You start? Yes. Yep. Okay. B1. I hope this first part was okay. It was just C equals 4D and 7C minus 8D equals 5. So, I guess actually the easiest thing would just be to sub it in, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so you'd have 28D minus 8D equals 5. So 20D equals 5, so D equals 4, so C equals 16.
Or you could make it 70 minus 2.
Yeah. Seems straightforward. Is this right? C is 16, isn't it?
C is 1 and D is quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a quarter, sorry, thank you. A quarter and C is 1 then. Okay, that's A. B. X squared minus 2x minus 3 more than 0. So, what do we got here? X minus 3,
X plus 1.
x plus 1. And here we have minus 1 and 3. And we want this piece and this piece?
Yeah.
So x less than minus 1, x more than 3.
Yes.
Celine, Sophia, you're a little bit too loud, which is unusual for you because you're often so quiet. If you can listen to this, please. Right. C. Zara, we were talking about this earlier. We were thinking there's 2 answers for C, is there?
No.
Possibly.
Just one.
Is it?
Just one.
It was?
Yeah, only
Oh, it works out to be 1 in the end. Okay. So in the first one, when you divide by 3k, the remainder would be 3k squared plus 2 times 3k plus 21.
9.
And that's supposed to be 9 times when you divide by k, which is k squared plus 4k minus 11. Ah, I see, so the k squareds cancel. So that ends up cancelling with that guy. So you end up getting, if I take this to the right, that's 36k minus 6k is 30k.
Yeah.
And then it's 21 plus 99, 120. Cancel the zeros, k is 4. Yeah, okay. That's fine. D now. Yeah.
What if the squares do not cancel?
Then I guess there's 2 answers.
That's for 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
K didn't cancel out. Is there any limitations for case volume?
Are there any what?
Any limitation for case volume?
I don't think so. I think k could really be anything. Could even be 0. So you're thinking, is there some grounds to reject one of the answers?
Yeah.
I think there are not. I think there are not. I can't open my lollipop. Okay.
Yes.
Oh no, I'll get it. I have to learn how to do things by myself. Okay, D. Can I scroll down?
Yes.
Right. A geometric series has a first term of 2048 and the sixth term, which is AR5, of 6250. Yeah? And we want the OR. Yeah, so if I divide these, I get OR5 equals 6250 over 2048. So that would be the fifth root.
Yes.
It's 5 over 4.
Yeah.
Okay. They probably want the A next, is it?
No, we have the A.
Oh, we have the A. So, okay, so the next thing is find S7. S7 is A 1 minus R power N over 1 minus R. Straightforward 2 mark. What's that working out as? 30,870? 0.5, okay. Yeah?
3
Yeah. So if you wrote down 30900, that's fine. That's fine. Explain why we do not have a sum to infinity. So there does not exist, there's no S infinity here. Why? The question is why?
It's all total minus 1 to 1.
Yeah.
It's great.
The OR equals 5 over 4, which is not between minus 1 and 1, which is a requirement.
It's in the formula, bro.
What is?
The fact that R has to be less than 1.
For the S infinity formula?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good.
So,
That's good.
pretty much.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, math. This is
Okay. E. Yeah. We want the P. The coefficient is 60 on x power 4. So that would be 64. Yeah.
P squared.
P squared because the other guy has
Yeah.
to be at the 4. And this is equal to 60. So P will be the square root of 60 over 64 times 16th. Yeah. So what did that work out as?
8
Minus
plus or minus 8.
positive 1 with
Do you know, you're right, Young Peng, I completely forgot about that. There's two answers here. You could have plus or minus 8. Because the question does say what are the possible values of P. Yeah, very good. Good job.
Sir,
Mhm.
I use 63, is that fine?
Same as 64. Okay, B2? No, you need a minute? That's okay. I'm working on my lollipop.
Or is it the shortest distance? It should be perpendicular to that point.
Ah,
But perpendicular to the point. It's a
Success.
right angle triangle then. Is it? It's a triangle, no, but you're finding. So it's a right
are you ready for
angle.
B2? Yeah.
Have the idea.
Yeah.
Like cos or sine. Oh, okay.
You writing this down, is it?
Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah. B2A. So, we know T, we know P. 2K?
Yes.
Bring the 25 over.
Yes.
Divide by 7. 7 go into that.
25.
Oh yeah, 25. So, next would be
Log.
Log, cancel. Divide by
2.
2. But you can bring that up to the power. Log 5.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Hmm? Continue?
So I said ling radical 175 over 7.
No.
Why?
Oh,
I
you kept the 175 over 7 as one fraction.
Yeah, I'm gonna not be
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Continue. What's the P when T is 3?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 3.
3.
Hang on, I can do this. No, I can't. What is it?
900.
900. Okay. And then dB/dt.
Yes.
That's 7k EKT, which is 7.
Log 5.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Log 5t.
which is
7,000.
4. Yeah,
7,000.
roughly this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay so far.
Is it
When
okay to bring down the power like that even though it's a constant?
No, what?
The time between asking me a question and realising your own answer is getting shorter. It's a good improvement.
In semester 2.
At one point, perhaps you'll know the answer before you ask.
They don't ask many reasons in semester 2.
Which ones?
Like in the end of semester, they used to ask, why, what does this tell you and stuff like that. What does your answer mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's only
Depends on who's writing the exam.
okay.
Yeah.
It's still a possibility.
Mm-hmm. 2. Okay. Right. What type of equation is this? Quadratic. I sure hope it has factors.
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
And they are 5 and 3? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom.
5 and 3.
But the 3 goes
Yeah,
here?
with the 5. No, the 5.
5 here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 is there. Sorry.
The other one's a 3?
Yeah.
They both
Minus.
both must be minus.
Yes.
Yeah. So that means you have 2 equations, either 2 log 4x equals 5, which means log 4x equals 5 over 2, or log 4x equals 3, which basically means that we need the, so 4 power 5 over 2 equals x, or 4 power 3 equals x, 64 equals x,
Yes.
or 20,
32.
okay, 32 for the other one, is it?
Yeah.
So there are 2 answers.
Sir,
Yeah,
I've got a question.
go on.
Can you please scroll up a second to the first line? So, it might seem stupid, but why can't you take the 2 which is in the power down?
That only works if it's on the x, not the whole thing. That's why. So, if it was like this, you're good. If it's like this, you can't.
Yeah, I tried that way before.
Yeah. Do you know the difference? So here, if I write this, I mean this. Okay? But if I write this, I would mean this. We got that? C. Okay. Okay. Triangle time. Do I need to draw the triangle? You have it right there. What do we want?
Cosine.
Cosine.
And when do we want it?
Right now.
Good. You know this one. Right. Cosine rule?
Yes.
Yeah. So you get 1696 equals 35 squared plus 39 squared minus twice 35 39 cos theta. So cos theta would be 1696 minus 35 squared. Yeah. So I assume this works out to be a nice number.
Yes.
Yeah, what did you get?
5 over 13.
5 over 13, great. Now they want sine. So that's the sine. Yeah, it's common.
Yeah.
3. Find the size of angle Q. What's the best way to get Q? Sine rule? Sine Q over 39 equals sine theta over root 1696.
Yes.
Now we actually know sine theta, it's 12 over 13. So Q would be 39 times 12 over 13 over root 1696 sine inverse.
Yes.
What you get?
60.9.
Okay. For 1 mark, what is the shortest distance from Q to the line PR?
35.
So, I'm just trying to think what would be the easiest way to do that. They want this distance here, isn't it?
Yes. Just the right triangle.
It's, yeah, right angle where you know this side.
You know that.
Yeah, we want this. Okay, so we can say sine theta is h over 35.
Yeah.
So h is 35 sine theta.
Yes.
And sine theta we said was 12 over 13. So what's that?
32.3.
How much of section B did you get done? Did anyone get on to question 3? You have this one done?
And down this side.
So can you scroll up a bit?
To this one?
Yeah.
Do you have the Brechin interview? You don't? Okay. Some of you do. So, you're writing this down, Mo?
Is our group will finish as much as that?
Say what now?
Our group will finish as much as that. They had more time.
Yeah. No, I'm just wondering did anyone get B3 finished?
No.
Yeah.
Did anyone?
Some people might have, but some people have more time. I'll let you try B3 now before I give you the answer. Which one are you on?
I'm doing version 2 now.
You're on, okay.
And so for question A1, do you want to keep us as exact form or?
A1.
No, B3A1.
Oh, B3A1, let's see. Yeah. It's only 1 mark, Young Peng, so don't do too much work on it.
Interesting. See, this is a nice question.
Which one?
This one, A6.
Yeah, that's a bit different,
It's
isn't it?
different, yeah.
Be strong. Next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, yours is good. Well, I hope it is. Now I feel bad if I mixed you up with someone else.
I mean, I
Hmm?
think I used to the coursework. I don't know.
Your coursework was good.
So you need a sense of consistency when you do your articles. It was well, then it was very well. Now
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah. No, I'll stick to what I said earlier. Very good.
So for this one, when you're trying to find the area, you remove 1 by r squared, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the
It's May. Why is it? I never got. Never got.
It's supposed to be sunny this weekend, though.
Yesterday, I assumed, which I should have learned by now. I assumed that it would be sunny and warm. I was about to go out without the jacket, and then all of a sudden,
Mistake.
boom. You can never assume the weather.
You're asking for trouble.
I look at the hourly report.
The weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before dressing up.
Oh, they have one?
Yeah, I use AccuWeather.
Oh, yeah, AccuWeather is good. Mubarak, are you actually doing maths or playing Fortnite? I mean, I don't have a problem if you want to listen to music or whatever when you're doing maths, but you need to be doing maths, okay? No, but I have no problem if you want to listen to music, okay? But you need to be doing maths.
So I don't understand the first part. B3. Like, do they just want me to rewrite the area equation? That's it.
The volume equation, perhaps.
The volume.
Well, they give you the volume.
Oh, okay. So that's the second part.
You okay, Mo?
I don't know. I'm so stressed.
What? What has you stressed? I thought you said maths was your favourite subject.
Someone lied to you?
Who have we got coming in now? Ah, Michelle. Is it raining bad outside? Very bad. Can you get right? Come on, guys, try to get B3 done.
Honestly, sir, I think I will to.
Have you got class at 4 o'clock?
Wow.
That's so funny.
Imagine this week for column.
Column's going to get no work out of you. It's going to get nothing out of you.
Absolutely.
Part B, first part, you can't use the cover. There's a cover up.
For B1?
Yeah, BI.
Oh, yes, you can.
But it's the same.
Oh, look closely. Did you see it, Mo?
Oh, so minus 5 to 1, 5 to 1.
Sir,
Yeah.
now that we're nearing the final result, how do you think, like, how accurate do you think your predicted were?
I can't remember what I predicted. What did,
Do you think it was accurate?
or what did I predict for you?
For me,
Yeah.
an A.
Now, if I say no, the real question is, do I think it'll be higher or lower?
Oh no, I know. It's a bit, but like in general.
To be honest, I can't remember what I predicted for people.
Do you ever go back and compare?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Maybe I'll check for this year. I'll compare. See how well I did.
Sir, I still stand by what I said. You can't use the cover up.
Oh, Mo.
Because you have a
Mo.
square. You have a square
No.
in the denominator. No
Mo,
matter what you do. 5 or minus 5. You get a 0.
You're supposed to change the 25 minus x squared into 5 minus x by 5 plus x.
So,
Is that okay, Mo?
yeah. Now I know.
I won't be able to tell you that in the exam, you know.
I haven't reviewed the math at all, sorry.
Sorry. Did you check the question I asked you earlier this morning?
We can have a look at it now. So tell me which.
It's 1718, real one.
1718 B1. Let me have a look. Which question?
18.
810. Okay. Alright, let me look. And then marking scheme. You said the marking scheme was wrong, didn't you?
We didn't match up each other.
Alright, so what's your question? What's the problem?
The limits.
The limits. Well, now it depends. If you keep it as x, if you keep everything as x, it's 0, 1. But if you keep everything as u, then the limits would be 2, no, it'd be 1, 1, 2, wouldn't it? Because those limits depend on if you're using U or X. Do you get what I'm saying? Where's your work? So you see here, you have U. And that's U, that's U, that's U, that's U. But you change it back into X. And then you put the limits in, right? If you didn't change this back into X, you could keep it as U, but you'd have to put in different limits.
So, yeah, because, well, you know the formula for U. You didn't write it down, but they said U is there. So if you know what the X's are, then you know what the U is, because you know the relationship. See, if X is 0, U must be 1. And if X is 1, U must be 2. So if you kept it in this form, you can put in limits of 1 and 2. If you convert it back to X form, it's 0 or 1. No, it's just a style. It's just a style. Look at all that rain. I have to cycle on my little blue bike now and that.
How can you stand living here? The weather is
Good food. Good food.
what are you on?
Good food.
Where? Exactly.
Good dairy, you know?
Good dairy and good potatoes, but
Yeah.
that's just about it.
What more do you need? What more do you need? Nothing.
Proper food.
Nothing.
You're a meat guy.
That's right. That's right.
Meat here.
Not like some of my vegetarian colleagues.
Have you tried fire on Grafton Street?
No.
It's a really good steakhouse.
Huh?
On fire. It's really, really good. I recommend
It's very expensive.
it. No, it's reasonable.
It all depends what you get though. If you get a big juicy steak, that's okay.
Yeah.
That could be €20, no problem.
Yeah.
What is
More like 40.
€40?
Actually, you'd be surprised because the smaller the cut, the more expensive. Because usually the fillets are expensive and they usually come like smaller 9 ounces. But if you get the big ribeye, then it's cheaper than a fillet.
It depends which part they're using, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fillet is usually expensive.
It's a little fancier.
Yeah.
Is she a vegetarian?
She doesn't eat steak.
Don't eat steak. Don't eat steak. Nice, juicy. Oh yeah, sorry. I just realised. I was thinking it was a personal choice, but then I realised, oh no, there's a cultural thing there. I shouldn't be making a joke about this. Yeah. Sorry, this is cultural heritage, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. I forgot it. I totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Well then, a nice lamb's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamb's okay. Pig's okay.
I just don't eat it.
Oh, so that's a personal
Yeah,
choice.
yeah,
then.
that's a
Okay,
personal
right.
choice. Yeah.
That's okay. The you know that dairy company Kerrygold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they last week they said their total sales, which is quite a lot for a small country, is €1 billion.
Oh.
That's their sales because they export a lot. You know, it's like €1 billion. That's a lot for a country with like just a couple of million. You know, it's really really big production that they have.
Yeah.
And then I was reading that it's like the second most popular butter
Yeah.
in the US.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the second biggest in the US. Like, that's crazy because the US is obviously very big.
Yeah.
So to be like even being number 2 is quite impressive. You
So
know,
what's the
It's good.
population of Ireland?
it's good.
I like them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It is not.
No,
I don't even
it's
think-
higher. It's definitely higher.
No.
Is it like about 4? Is it
4?
No, no.
What are you talking about? What do you mean 4?
4 million?
It's 4.7 million.
4.7 million?
That's nothing.
That's absolutely nothing.
It's because of
4.7. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's because of
It's
the
not.
famine.
it is.
It's at an-
Ireland is Ireland's the only Western country that has a population smaller than it did 100 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah,
There was a civil war or something, yeah? Or famine?
No.
I know, but it was the famine that reduced the
Yeah.
population a lot. You know, like the population used to be, I think, 10 million.
Oh.
So you see, it hasn't even though it was like 140 years ago, it hasn't fully recovered from that.
Yeah.
So that was a significant event in Irish history. You know, like it wipes out half the country.
Yeah.
It's potato starvation.
Yeah, it was a
Like-
disease that attacked the crop. So like it was what the poor people, it was their main source of food.
Yeah.
You know, so because it's a carbohydrate and it's a starch, so it gives you like the bulk of your calories.
I think during that time, the British, they encouraged the,
They didn't help matters.
yeah,
They didn't help matters, to say the least.
yeah.
They haven't always been good neighbours. Some of you are coming from countries where you can you can know this experience, right?
Over 1 million people died.
Yeah, and a lot of people then left as well, emigrated. Yes. So that's why you have a big Irish population in New York,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Boston too, yeah.
Boston. Yeah. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's something like really high, like 20% or something. You know, like it's a significant proportion of the population has Irish heritage. Huh?
That's why, have you seen Back to the Future Part 3?
Yes,
That's why his original, his great-great-grandparents
it's Irish. Yes, yeah,
That's why they
Yeah.
used to call him Irish boy.
yes. Well, it's an Irish name, McFly.
Really?
Any name that begins with an M and a C.
Yeah.
Isn't it
McDonald's?
McGregor.
Scottish?
Could be
too?
Scottish too. Yeah, it's the same language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he had the hat.
Yeah.
I think there's different dialects though, yeah?
Oh yeah, totally different dialects. Yeah. That's a different language. Huh? Is what? He is not.
Oh.
You're not saying such a fine country produced 85% of Justin Bieber, are you? Are you sure about that statistic?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I can Google it.
He's 85% Irish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you happy or
I suppose we all have our shames. I thought he was Canadian.
Yeah,
He is.
But what, like his grandparents are Irish or something?
I think genetically speaking, I guess.
He posted a story and said that just found out I'm 85% Irish. Shout out to Ireland.
Oh, he probably did one of those genetic tests.
Yeah.
They're not reliable.
Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah. But I did see some studies on how reliable those genetic tests were. You can give the test to identical twins. So if they're identical twins, they should get the same reports back. They don't get exactly the same reports back. It seems like it can be an error as much as 10%. So like one twin might be told they're 85% something, and the other one might be told they're 75%. So obviously it should be exactly the same.
Yeah. I've heard that there are certain people who gave, I think, their DNA to 3 different companies and all 3 came back with different results.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be. And I even heard of someone giving in their dog's DNA.
They didn't
So I don't
figure
know.
out
I
it
don't
was-
know. I don't know if it's a good use of your money.
Yeah.
Sir, if you
Like
want to
it is.
migrate, where will you migrate to?
Thinking.